The history of the Vinnie Langdon Show. In January 2004, a young, aspiring actor and filmmaker, Vinnie Langdon III, joined the public access television station in his hometown of Vacaville, California. Over the period of 6 months, Vinnie began taking production courses on how to write scripts for television shows, how to operate studio cameras, live sound mixing, and in his spare time between being a full-time student, he taught himself video editing with the guidance of his grandfather and dad. During the summer of 2004, at age 14, Vinnie began filming events throughout Northern California, interviewing local community leaders.
Of course I had syrup. Of course. A little bit of sweet. What's wrong with syrup?
Musicians.
Welcome, Vacaville. You're watching the Vinnie Langdon Show. And guys, how'd you like that music?
And short films. It wasn't until June 26, 2004, where Vinnie had a title of his content, thanks to a video with former Disney star Lalaine, who portrayed the role of Miranda Sanchez on Disney's Lizzie McGuire. That's when Vinnie decided what he would name his show.
I'm Lalaine from Lizzie McGuire. I'm married to Sonoma County at NASCAR, and I love Vinnie Langdon Show.
On September 11, 2004, Vinnie premiered on Vacaville's public access TV station what he called the Vinnie Langdon Show. This was considered the pilot episode. It featured a half-hour program where Vinnie filmed interviews on community members' thoughts of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks at an event called the Healing Field. The show continued broadcasting weekly, featuring other community events throughout Northern California. In 2005, a MySpace page was created for the public access TV series. Snippets from the weekly broadcasted show ended up on the social media platform and started to create a buzz. It wasn't until February 2006 when things drastically picked up, though, for Vinnie and his show.
Good. What's your name?
My name is David, a.k.a. Air Magic.
Air Magic, right?
Right. That's the business name.
The business name? I gotta get a business name.
You do.
You know, Vinnie Langdon, that's my real name. I gotta get something different.
That's good. That works.
How about like blah, blah, blah?
Blah, 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 blah.
So Ryan Gilmore performing the song Good for Nothing off of his album California Summer.
When a video platform was created called YouTube, that's when things took his show to the next level. It seemed that the interviews Vinnie was doing with local and unsigned bands were gaining popularity. After all, Vinnie was only a young teenager at the time who did not use cue cards or scripts. Instead, Vinnie had developed a casual, improvised interview style that worked well for him, that led to helping the bands promote themselves.
That's right, for the next half hour, Blame Shift, all the way from Long Island, New York, came out to be on the Vinnie Langdon Show.
We did. We all the way here just to be on this show.
Of course, that's how we do it. So you guys don't want to miss this episode of Blame Shift on the Vinnie Langdon Show.
What's up? I'm Chris from Emotionless and White.
I don't remember the first time I heard it on the radio, but I remember the first time that I heard it on TRL.
Whether it was a new music video coming out on MTV in the coming weeks or sharing news about rumored music album release drops, the interviews seemed to revolve around those themes.
Well, today on our show, we're going to look at your video.
Okay.
Yeah?
Brooklyn Way.
The Brooklyn Way.
All right, the Brooklyn Way. Yeah,
featuring Everlast, right?
Everlast. Just played Conan with Everlast.
Major record labels connected with Vinnie and lined him up with interviews with artists from the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Plain White Tees.
Hey, we're the Plain White Tees on the Vinnie Langdon Show. It's Vinnie back here.
Paramore.
We're Paramore.
You're watching
The Vinnie Langdon Show.
Megadeth, Anthrax, Alien Ant Farm, Dropkick Murphys, and hundreds of more artists.
So playing the Exodus stuff and going to the Slayer stuff, sometimes you ever get confused and go, wait, wrong song, no?
Not really. I like how you interview.
Good seeing you,
man. Good seeing you, too.
Long time.
You get straight to the point. There's no bullshit questions.
In 2007, Vinnie was invited to interview bands at the Vans Warped Tour Music Festival after a successful episode that featured the festival's founder's other festival, the Rockstar Taste of Chaos Tour, in 2006, that featured an interview with the rock band Thrice. He spent 10 summers in a row capturing videos and interviews on the festival's touring circuit.
Here on the Vinnie Langdon Show, we got G-Eazy.
2007 was a big year for the Vinnie Langdon Show, where he was also featured on a website called Stick'em, where thousands would tune in for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what went into making his show.
Vinnie Langdon. What's
Vinnie.
up? How are you?
Good.
Gosh,
That's like,
let me shake your hand, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Other stars like Jeffree Star, Tila Tequila, Tom Green, and Andy Milanakis were featured on the website too.
Why do I think I'm going to see Vinnie on TV shows someday?
Well, from fetching coffee to running the teleprompter, we thought we paid our dues in TV.
Yes, but a Vacaville teen could be claiming our jobs one of these days. Stephanie Cruz live at the Channel 27 studios in Vacaville, where you see the Vinnie Langdon Show.
The name is great, Vinnie Langdon. That just rolls off your mouth. Vinnie Langdon, I love that.
The local news stations and newspapers quickly noticed Vinnie's unique show and dedication to promoting music on his show that other television stations would request his show to air on other television stations across the US. The Vinnie Langdon Show began airing on Access Sacramento in the fall of 2007. VCAT Community Access Television beginning in December of 2009 in the East Bay, California. The City of Fairfield's government channel even aired 100 episodes of Vinnie's show. In 2010, after a phone interview with actor Vinnie Vella, who was an actor on The Sopranos, Casino and other movies, Vinnie got his show broadcasted in Staten Island and Manhattan, New York City for 5 seasons. In 2015, one season of The Vinnie Langdon Show even aired on Electric City Television in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The show stopped being distributed on the public access TV stations in 2016 and now only uploads videos to his personal YouTube channel from time to time.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Vinnie Langdon, we believe.
The Vinnie Langdon Show produced a grand total of 550 half-hour episodes that featured interviews, live performances, music videos, and short films. He has worked with bands from Breathe Carolina, Palm and 5000,
Vinnie Langdon, baby!
Alasana, Escape the Fate, Papa Roach, Pierce the Veil, American Idol alumni singers, and many more. He has produced over 35 award-winning short films. Currently, Vinnie works throughout the tri-state region in film and television productions. September 2024 will mark 20 years since the first episode made its television debut. And now you know the history of the Vinnie Langdon Show.